The little pamphlet that I gave you is statistics, and those statistics are gathered from the Nebraska risk and protective factor surveys that are done in the schools. I don't know where I should stand. Oh no, thanks, that's okay. I'm quite hard, as long as I have something to hold on to. Those tests or those surveys are given to the students every 3 years now. The last data that's in the pamphlet was from 2007. 2003, we were in crisis mode. There were a significant amount of children who were drinking, and I'll say drinking to cover all drugs and alcohol. What we've learned in the past since 2003 is that we are making a difference in the efforts that we're doing. Part of those efforts have to do with the consumption of alcohol at a community forum, activity, or event. And we come here today, and there's a few of us who represent the 4-H families and parents, our schools, and we're supposed to have a restaurant owner in here, I'm not sure if she's here yet, and how it would affect our downtown businesses, which I know has been a hot topic for several months with several of the businesses closing. But we come here today with solutions. We want to be educational, we want to inform you. That's why I gave you the pamphlets of what really is going on with our youth. Kids are going to drink, they're going to try it, but if we try to give them gateways and prohibitive measures to not have the access to the alcohol, we're doing our part as citizens in the community. We would like to give you solutions. I would love to give you a sheet of paper that had all the right answers on it, but we don't know that until we try it. Every year, our families, we look forward to going to the county fair as an alcohol-free event. And we're here to express our concerns about that, but we're also here to give you solutions to the answers, to the questions. By allowing alcohol at the county fair, we're providing easy access for alcohol to underage youth. And about the Oktoberfest, we've worked very, very, very hard the last 5 years to create the Rocktoberfest, which gives our youth an alternative place to go. I haven't lived here all my life, so I can't tell you all about it in regards to Oktoberfest and how it even got started. But what I do know is that there are youth going there and there are youth drinking. And I don't care how many officers or security people you have, it's going to happen. And we have talked to some of the youth, and the kids know how to get it. They know where to go. They know the proper IDs. And this gentleman mentioned that we're only liable, if they write their name on a piece of paper, that's it, we're covered. We're not covered. Because if that child goes out and gets in any kind of fatality accident or is involved in any kind of crime, can you really tell me that you're not going to feel liable, even though you may not legally be liable? Some of the questions that I think should be considered before this proposal, and I know you guys have done a lot of homework on it as well, is the cost of additional security. But what about the cost of additional vandalism, destruction of property, and the additional liability of insurance? And are the staff who are going to be working at this beer garden, are they trained by the state? That would be free training. And also, who's going to run the beer garden? Are you going to have an organization come in and run it? Or is it going to be the fair board that's running it? The way I understand it from talking to various counties, and I have talked to some in the Panhandle who have given me great feedback, is that they're busy running the rodeo and making sure people are doing what they're supposed to do in the carnival end of it. Who's gonna oversee a beer garden? I mean, that's a huge project inside of an event. On the notes, and I won't read them, but Sheridan County and Box Butte County gave some really good feedback. And then also there's a list of different things you can do. We have held several county events, and one thing that I've learned since we've been doing it is that you have to ask your community what you want. If they want, and I'm not saying you haven't asked them if they want a beer garden, I like a good cold beer too, but the forum of a community fair is for families, and my personal opinion is that it's not the place for it. But hold a listening session in your community. Survey your community. Do a fair impressions assessment. Box Butte County did one of those and found it very, very helpful. I've also listed on here pretty thorough list, and it came from several different counties in the Panhandle of activities that they're doing to draw people. Now, when you see Scotts Bluff on here, I realize Scotts Bluff's fairgrounds are probably a lot larger than ours. I haven't been there, but I'm sure they are. Some of the things might not be, you might not be able to apply to Cheyenne County Fair, but like an enduro cross race, we have a lot of bikers here, they love to cross race. Anything that involves children, anything, whether it's a stick horse race or face painting or activity. I know that Box Butte County, the Queens Court does game activities on Wednesday night. Pulls more people in there, because I can guarantee you, if the kids are involved, you're going to have a parent and or grandparent and or aunt and uncle who are going to be there as well. So if you're just looking to attract 200 extra people, I think there are other ways to do it. And I think we just have to be creative and ask our community what they want. You know, and the important thing is that we just continue to focus this event and make it a family community event. That's all I have.
Next, somebody.